Idol yan si Mike. Idol yan si Mike. Idol.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. Always thinking boxing, and even in my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss.
Manny Pacquiao and Mike Tyson were engaged in a spirited competition to see who could be the most lively and vivacious throughout their week-long training session, which began today. In order to sharpen their talents together as he prepared to return to the ring the following month, Manny Pacquiao decided to bring Mike Tyson to his training camp for a week after 2 weeks of intense training with his kid. In the first few minutes, they both appeared vibrant and active, but it quickly became clear who was the more athletic and active. Manny Pacquiao showed the 13-year age difference by increasing his training from one level to the next when Mike Tyson's strength deteriorated. However, Mike Tyson is just returning to the gym for the first time after a long break. He hasn't been to the gym much since he lost against Jake Paul in November of last year.
Give me, baby.
1, 2. All right. Thank you, bro.
How much of this comeback is about running, if at all?
No, the comeback. The reason why I come back is because I want to. I miss boxing. I mean, I want to be a champion again, and I can still that. In my heart, in my mind, I can still be a champion.
Although Manny Pacquiao has been back in training camp for almost 2 weeks following his defeat in the Philippine senatorial race, fans were quick to comment on the incredible sight of two boxing legends in the gym. In any case, it's clear that the two buddies had fun and felt good about seeing each other work out.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big time fighters now? Yeah. Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did that the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze?
Although Manny and Pac-Man look great together, I believe that Manny Pacquiao should be competing against these great boxers instead of a young Mario Barrios. My best wishes are with him. I'm glad my two favorite boxers in the gym never had to fight, another person said. It would have been preferable if Tyson hadn't engaged Jake Paul in that planned duel. This would have made more sense with two return kings. I hope Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios have a successful fight.
In and out of the ring, you can't get better than that.
By the way, I asked Manny Pacquiao who was his favorite fighter. He said Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
He's my favorite fighter now.
He just retired.
Yeah.
What a great career. What a legacy.
Yeah, but I'm
Another supporter of Manny stated, I trust Manny will repeat the same thing he did against Thurman 6 years ago. It was a great sight to see a fan favorite do the unimaginable. I hope he succeeds and gets beyond all the challenges. Manny Pacquiao's workout videos have generated a range of responses in recent days since he resumed his exercise routine 2 weeks ago. Despite initially appearing to show early fatigue in his first batch of training footage, Manny Pacquiao has been more vivacious and athletic since beginning his outdoor training sessions a few days ago. Pacquiao appeared to be back in the spotlight shortly before that, as evidenced by the publication of a 38-second video showing him working hard during practice. The Filipino, dressed simply, takes to the punching bag with the same determination that earned him an 8-division championship. The video was released by Boxing Kingdom with a clear message. The legend is back. Pacquiao, 46, is preparing to face Mario Barrios, the current welterweight champion of the World Boxing Council, after being out of the ring for more than 4 years. The battle, which is scheduled for July 19th in Las Vegas, will pit two generations with radically different methods against one another. Because of his relentless push and sharp remark, 16-year-old Barrios is in control and on a winning streak. The fight is more than just a comeback. Time is of the essence in this race. A comparison was inevitable despite the short film's powerful graphics. Before making a reappearance, Mike Tyson faced Jake while working out. Paul Tyson also appeared to be in great physical shape, exhibiting strength and quickness that were reminiscent of his finest. But age showed on the day of the contest. The illusion was replaced by reality, and the passion of the clips did not translate to the ring. A lot of people are concerned that Pacquiao would follow suit. Even though he moves confidently throughout the video, there are a few unsettling aspects. Loss of motion and early signs of fatigue are avoided by the low guard. For a professional boxer, these behaviors are clear warning indicators.
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did
words,
against Rios.
In other words,
what do you think? You're an expert. What do you think?
I think like Gennady Golovkin looks sensational.
Unlike well-planned training, real battles require constant rhythm, fast reactions, and constant adaptation. Facing an active opponent like Barrios is not the same as shining for 30 seconds in front of a punching bag. Concerns should not be limited to physical performance. Questions were also raised about the reasons for the return. However, the criticism was interspersed with positive comments. Even though the chances are against him, some admirers are aware that the Filipino could yet surprise them and that power is the last thing to leave. This combination of optimism and cynicism defines the overall expectation. No one knows what to expect, but everyone will be watching. Already, Pacquiao has exceeded expectations. His career has been a series of unthinkable accomplishments, starting with his flyweight days and ending with his ascent to international stardom. But happy endings are rare in boxing. This time, the challenge is also different. Winning a war is not as essential as leaving a legacy. Pacquiao is 17 years older than 29-year-old Barrios, who is at the height of his athletic abilities. Many members of the boxing community expressed worries about Pacquiao's health before the fight, and his most recent training footage only made them worse.
So my legs tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's Father Time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against a... Yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want?
Although Pacquiao's hands appear to be rapid in the 30-second video of him hitting the bag, his feet are lagging behind, as other fans pointed out in the comments. One former user said, "Legs are gone. Those legs aren't there, but that pop and quick twitch are still there," another commenter stated. For a third, "He became weary. I've never saw him grow weary when hitting the bags before. I wish him well, legend, but it's a horrible sign." According to a fourth individual, "We are going to see Manny murdered live." The boxing community is currently going through a challenging time. But the only thing someone else said was, "This is sad, his best days are behind him." If Pacquiao defeats Barrios and upsets the apple cart, he will become the second oldest world champion in history.
Pacquiao, why? What do you think? You think Barrios?
His next opponent, Mario Barrios, is 16 years older than Manny Pacquiao. In any field, but particularly in boxing, where it holds great significance, many people are most concerned about what will happen when they return to the ring as natives of General Santos, Philippines. Furthermore, it's not unimportant that those close to him, such as Pac-Man's promoter and personal friend Bob Arum, believe and openly declare that he is a greater person than Manny Pacquiao and that he is the only person who can succeed. The owner of Top Rank, however, had serious concerns about the Filipino's age and lack of exercise, describing him as the best boxer he had ever seen. If all else is equal, Pacquiao, 46, who recently returned from a 4-year hiatus, will face opponents like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. However, just because of his age difference, a legitimate boxer who isn't as well liked as Ignacio Beristain poses a threat.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not right.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
Drop Filipino boxers are well aware of this, and it seems that they have given some areas of their training priority in order to be prepared to manage difficulty when it arises. Therefore, Pacquiao's camp's brief statement to Ali Sekbak provides valuable insight into their outlook on the fight, which will include the World Boxing Council welterweight world title on the line. The strength and conditioning coach for Pacquiao, Justin Bubboy Fernandez, and fortune even though his management was there at the scene while Sekbak was there to collect feedback, Pacquiao eventually got the inside scoop on the plan and his prediction from an assistant trainer. "It will go 12 rounds, he said succinctly. It can be deduced from this comment that Pacquiao's own team does not think he can finish the bout early. They have therefore chosen to hold a Real Marathon instead of a 400-meter race. Whether Pacquiao will have enough petrol is the problem. The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul generated a range of reactions both inside and outside the boxing community. While some believe the former champion would easily defeat the influencer-turned-boxer, others believe Iron Mike is too old to compete again. One such person is Manny Pacquiao. The so-called Pac-Man, one of the biggest boxing stars of the 2000s and 2010s, is the only person to have won 8 different titles. Because of this, he is considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in history. Pacquiao has declared that he will don the gloves once again on June 28 to face Japan's Chihiro Suzuki in an exhibition fight, following his retirement from the ring in 2021. Like Tyson, the former Filipino champion is still addicted to boxing. Given the similarities, the media would undoubtedly want to hear Pacquiao's opinion of Tyson's return to boxing. Pac-Man unhesitatingly supported the previous heavyweight champion as well. In an impromptu interview with Fight Hub, the reporter asked Pacquiao what he thought of the Tyson-Paul fight. At first, Manny seemed surprised and asked if they were fighting, and the reporter confirmed the story.
Shadow boxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like.
Speed is still there. Woo!
He was immediately asked by the reporter if he thought Paul could beat Mike Tyson. Pacquiao paused, then stated simply, "I don't think so," laughed and continued. Video remarks indicate that Pacquiao is reluctant to respond because he is unsure of Jake Paul's identity. Others assumed that Manny's laughter was due to the unimaginable chance that the YouTuber would defeat the man who was formerly regarded as the most malevolent individual on the planet.
Finger Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That fight just got announced. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Yeah, they're gonna fight. Do you think Jake Paul can beat Mike Tyson?
I don't think so.
The fight increased fans' anticipation for the former champion's return, as well as Paul taking on a task that appeared to be well above his capabilities. The close bond between Mike Tyson and Manny Pacquiao, who have a successful band together that has lasted for decades, is even more fascinating. A vintage photo that Boxing Kingdom recently shared on social media captured the attention of boxing fans. It shows Manny Pacquiao driving a car with Mike Tyson seated on the passenger seat. In a sport where rivalries and hardships among competitors are common, the 2004 image shows the strength of a bond that has lasted for 20 years. In the widely circulated picture, they appear joyful and pleased. Pacquiao's right hand was bandaged, and Tyson's right eyelid was sliced. Strangely, the American celebrity is wearing a seatbelt while driving, while the Filipino hero is not. Tyson and Pac-Man have remained devoted to the sport that brought them international fame throughout the years. Although they were just leaving the gym to train 20 years ago, they are both participating in triumphant comebacks to the ring despite having been retired for a long period. Tyson's fight with Jake Paul had to be rescheduled from July 20th to November 15th due to a medical concern.
July 19th, what is going to happen?
July 19th is going to be a good fight between Mario Barrios. It's going to be a lot of action, and I'm sure, guaranteed that the fans will be happy.
Do you think he's ready for this fight with Manny? Because I just saw him out there and he's like, oh. I told him July 19th it's going to be like this times 10. You think so?
Definitely.
Boxing Kingdom commented on a photo of Mike Tyson and Manny Pacquiao hanging out back in the day. Tyson and Pacquiao are two of the fighters who have earned more money from their bouts and got more followers for their cause. On dates close to the Iron Mike fight, Pacquiao is discussing a fight with Mario Barrios. A tweet with nearly 230,000 views was swiftly commented on by nostalgic fans. Manny Pacquiao, a retired Filipino professional boxer, became the only person in history to win world titles in 8 different weight classes throughout his amazing 26-year career. Many fans won't be eager to find out Mike Tyson's condition after this because of what happened the last time out. "58 years old in Arlington, Texas, in November, Tyson took revenge on Jake Paul, a fighter who was more than half his age and had much less experience. Over the course of 8 rounds, the youngest heavyweight world champion barely managed to land a blow in anger as he was soundly defeated on points. He had such poor strength and fitness levels." After the fight, which happened more than 20 years after Iron Mike's initial retirement in 2005 following a second consecutive loss, he vowed never to fight again. APL President Aliman Beev has stated that efforts are underway, but it appears that Kazakh combat sports promotion Alash Pride League has contacted him in an effort to make a second appearance.